Everyone, now before we get into the green tech people who are sitting with us and talk to them about green technology, we do have a special word coming in from Matthias. He's given us a quick note, so let's hear what he has to say and then we'll see you in a short while.
The Green Man, bring it on.
Hey friends, this is Matthias all the way from Germany. I've just arrived back in my kampong. It's a bit wet and a bit cold here, but it's beautiful to be back in the forest areas where I used to be roaming around when I was a little kid. This is just below where I grew up in my kampong, the forest area, the little river stream down there. You can hear the sound of the bells that are ringing. That means it's lunchtime. Forest everywhere just below where I grew up. Beautiful to be back here and seeing Mother Nature, seeing the tall trees, all the natural trees here, quite big actually, quite tall. There's a lot of forest still around in my little village. It's actually owned and managed by the village community. It belongs to the village community, and it's quite a nice way of making sure that it's being preserved, because people are allowed certain areas per year to chop, but they regrow it, and it's managed in a very sustainable way, so that ensures that all the people from the village benefit from it and manage it jointly. See the big tall trees, beautiful. See you soon back in KL, and hi from my kampong in.
Hey.
Somehow that looks like a nicer kampong.
Did he left Malaysia to elope?
Because
don't know. That's wedding bells I'm hearing in the background.
That we'll know when he comes back.
Oh, man.
There you go, Matthias, all the way from Germany. Thank you so much, Matthias, and that was beautiful. That kampong is gorgeous.
Exactly, we don't have such a
beautiful kampongs?
Yeah,
no, we do have beautiful kampongs, but not, you know, with streams like that.
Blue streams.
Yes. All right, we've got people sitting in for Matthias. Well, we've got two of them actually, very handsome gentlemen today, joining us with green technology and telling us more about green technology. You've heard it from Matthias. We're going to hear from them to tell us more about the work and services that we have. Let's welcome our guests.
That's right, CEO of Green Business and JC Marketing Sendirian Berhad. It's Dennis McMahon.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Of course, the CEO of GreenTech Corp, Dr. Nazily Mohd Noor.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, doctor. All right, yes, another doctor in the house, but different time, a different type of doctor this time.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Now, thanks a lot for joining us. Let's start off with GreenTech Malaysia. Doctor, maybe you can tell us a little bit about GreenTech Malaysia.
Okay, GreenTech Malaysia, previously we called Pusat Tenaga Malaysia. It was formed in 1998. Only in 2010 it be transformed as Malaysian Green Technology Corporation, or GreenTech Malaysia.
Okay. All right, fantastic.
And
now, there are products and services that you do, and maybe Dennis, you can tell us a little bit. I'm looking at something here which is a CSR, Wild About Safety, Safety Smart Goes Green, and these are for children. Very interesting indeed. Timon and Pumbaa at the back there, my favorite characters.
Timon.
Timon and Pumbaa, remember?
No.
No?
Okay,
all right. Maybe I got to engage him on this.
There's a whole generation thing going on.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's important that Malaysians recognise that there is a lot going on in the green industry sector. We work with Matthias on a lot of different projects, different green products and services, some of which we've seen on this series. And of course, he's back enjoying himself in the kampong in Germany. I will say though that I've seen some beautiful kampongs in Malaysia, just as nice with green screen.
Thank you.
You just need to go outstation a bit more, Stephen. We're also working with GreenTech Malaysia. Matthias is their lead trainer for what's called the Green Fundamentals Workshop, which is sort of one of the flagship programs that GreenTech Malaysia is running for green industry and green awareness. We were just, for example, up in Perak last week in Ipoh, and astounding the number of green companies in Ipoh that are really moving forward and looking for ways to tap into the market and understand what's needed. And really, where we come from with GreenTech Corp is government support is there. People say, well, what's the government doing, and so forth and so on. But with the programs that the GreenTech is running with that fundamentals workshop, and all businesses are welcome to attend. Just make contact with GreenTech and come along. They have been in the Klang Valley, now gone to Perak, and I know the corporation is looking to take that around all the states. So, and we're looking forward to going around all the states with them.
Fantastic time to go around Malaysia.
yeah. But I think, and Dr. Nazily can elaborate, but primarily GreenTech Corp is all about public awareness, business awareness, helping to make those changes where business says, I want to go green, but what do I do? GreenTech is there to support that and have framework and services to do that. So perhaps you can go in more detail.
Yes. The Malaysian Green Technology Corporation, we are under Ministry of Energy, Green Technology and Water, where Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Peter Chin actually is the minister. Like what Dennis mentioned is true, that we are doing the awareness. For example, we're doing the promotion of green technology. We have so many what we call it activities, right? For example, if I can show here that this part of the promotion where we have the iJam, what we call it the International Green Tech and Eco Product Exhibition and Conference. So this year will be the third year.
That's coming up in October.
In October 10 to 13 at KLCC. So this actually, like I mentioned, is part of the promotion and awareness, where we do the B2B, for example, right, and also the local company that involved in green technology can showcase their products. Right?
I don't know if either of you two went to the IGM last year. It blows your mind what people are doing. We were just talking to a company the other day who's got this fantastic new film for Windows, which can magnify natural light, reflect, reduce the heat content, do all those things that people struggle with in buildings, and all they need is more awareness, and things like iGEM will help to promote that and
bring that awareness up.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Now I'm looking at something called Low Carbon Cities Framework and Assessment System, and this is very interesting because this is exactly what we're looking forward to, isn't it? Low carbon cities. Again, Doctor, I need to ask, in fact, both you and Dennis, whether this is something that the conglomerates right now they're looking forward to, and is this what they're working towards? The big companies, the big kahunas out there, is this what they're looking forward to? Having low carbon emission
is it in the game plan?
Yeah, exactly. As well as going green. I mean, how aware are the conglomerates out there about this technology, for instance?
Okay, the answer is yes, right? The low carbon cities. Our Prime Minister just launched last year during the iJam, the LCCF Low Carbon Framework. So we one of the first country in the world that launched this product. So actually what this LCCF or Low Carbon Cities Framework actually is a tools using a calculator, how we can measure the carbon that we what we call it emit to the environment, and we can use that as a baseline for the calculation for tomorrow, for example, for next month, something like that. So we are very happy that our government is really serious on green technology.
The beauty about something like the Low Carbon Cities program, Marty's is the green guy.
Right.
Dr. Nazily is the government representative, the tech guy. I'm the money guy. If I have...
You're the right guy to approach.
If I have the opportunity to, where you have, you're going to build low carbon cities or retrofit existing cities, that just provides an enormous opportunity for all sorts of businesses who need to provide products and services to make this work. So that really will give a good leverage for Malaysian green businesses to say, okay, now I can go scale, because if you're going to retrofit a city or build a new city with a low carbon framework, it needs everything from the ground up. Design, buildings, windows, transport, you name it. And the prism that people will be looking for procurement will be, is it green?
Yep. So it's like a domino effect, isn't it?
Absolutely.
One affects the other, affects the other.
Okay, let's once again, like you said, let's go to the ground, right? Just now we were talking about conglomerates, big companies. What about us? Charity starts at home, so does going green, I suppose. What can perhaps the normal viewers out there do as a start to go towards the low carbon city?
First, learn more. Have a look at what impacts the decisions they make now have. I know Marty's has spoken about this before. There is plenty of information. There is no reason why anybody says I'm ignorant about green. I mean, if you want to spend half an hour on the net, you can find out anything you need to know. Right? Even in terms of the products you buy and the services you buy and what impacts they have.
That's true.
The companies you buy from, because certainly we're talking about conglomerates, MNCs and so forth, they all have to have, under their reporting guidelines, their CSR guidelines, they all have to have a statement that says what they're doing about environmental issues and so forth. So you can make a decision as a consumer, do I buy from this company or not? I mean, even if the product itself is not so green, the company you buy from may be doing a lot more. So you should be making ethical decisions based on what the companies are doing. There's been a lot of talk in recent times of bad work practices and so forth from some of the larger corporates in China, for example. You can make those decisions because you can find out about what's going on. In terms of environmental issues, many companies now need to show and do a lot more. Under the Bursa Malaysia rules, for example, there's a thing called the Silver Book, which is a guideline for CSR that all listed companies in Malaysia have to comply with.
Oh, wow.
So, it's easy to check.
That's true.
And that in itself, I'm a firm believer in a firm stick. And if you make the carrot side of it, incentive-wise, and I think there's a lot more that government can perhaps do there, but in terms of the stick, you've got to make sure that there are rules and that they're being complied with. And I think that consumers can help companies do that by saying, well, we won't buy if you don't stick by the rule.
That's a tall order for some of us, but yes, we do hope we can achieve it.
Yeah,
we're here to help.
That's good to know.
From our habit of,
yes.
You buy if you lower the price.
Yes, that's pretty much where we're going right now.
You can ask for both. Please be green and lower the price.
Yes, please be green and lower the price. That's something
good.
we should work forward to.
Then we wouldn't mind. Everybody wouldn't mind.
Yes.
Yep. So, okay, maybe you can tell us more about your Green Fundamental Workshop and its success stories.
Okay, like what Dennis mentioned, learn more about green. So at Malaysian Green Technology Corporation or GreenTech Corp, we have a training center where a lot of things can be learned from there about the green. For example, we have overview courses and also key focus and also for the expertise. There are many courses inside here. So, for example, we can see from the brochures here. Right? So, what courses for the expertise and, for example, 101, the basic things about the green technology, right? And I just want to touch a little bit about for the public.
Yep.
Nowadays, for example, no plastic bag.
Yes.
Last time we started on Saturday, but now it's on some state they have
every day.
Yeah. Recycling, everything. I think that's what public can help in terms of save our environment, right?
And so of course separate your glasses, your papers, and your plastic.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Now you also have some information in this training program for children as well, which is what I was touching on earlier. Awareness given to children on how they can also change the environment. They can come forward to do something about it. Is this something that you take to schools? Now, where can children go to now that it's school holidays? Where can parents possibly send their kids to for some of these very interesting programs?
Yeah, for sure. We can see there like Timon and Pumbaa, right? So this is our CSR. We visited, for example, a few kindergarten and also primary school. And let's say there's headmasters, for example, or PIBG that would like us to visit them.
Right.
So please do contact us. So it's our CSR where we try to educate the kids on the green technology.
Fantastic. With Timon and Pumbaa, yes, two of my favorite characters to see.
And of course, it's easier to educate kids to do something different, to look at something differently. I know that we've been to a number of these fundamental workshops, and while there are some great green companies out there, there's also a lot of head banging that needs to happen to bring some people around.
Fantastic. Now, what are some of the successes that you have? I mean, when we talk about green technology, Matthias has been on our show for a while talking about green technology. The awareness is beautiful because everyone now is very conscious about the things that we do, right from the paint that you pick for the house all the way till what do you use on your daily consumption, as well as, of course, your carbon, footprints that you make in a day or even in a year. What kind of carbon footprints do you make?
Exactly.
How aware are the big kahunas out there? Now, I'm talking about the big pollutants out there, and I don't want to mention names, but there are certain industries that are actually known to be major pollutants of environmental degradation. So how aware are these people on the green technology that you have, and have they actually come forward to say, look, we want to try going green? Dennis or Doctor?
The answer is they're all aware.
They're all aware.
Let us say that quite bluntly. Whether they're factoring that into their planning, whether they're making the changes they need to make, is a whole other issue. But they're all aware. Again, I come back to my carrot and stick perspective, that there needs to be both carrots for doing the right thing and a big stick if you get backed if you don't. I think some incentives on the carrot side are being applied now. I don't think we do enough whacking with the big stick where we should. Let me put it that way.
The public have a role to play here.
I think so, yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. So purchasing power, use it,
Well,
as you mentioned earlier.
Not just purchasing power. I mean, if you talk about polluting, like we're in discussions with the River of Life project for KL, right? The project managers there. The reason that the River of Life project and the 10 or 15 billion or something needs to be spent is because nobody made noise about the polluting impacts for the last 20 or 30 years.
That's right.
If you are in a part of Malaysia where polluting is impacting your quality of life, stand up.
Do something about
tell the companies,
Exactly.
Form community groups and say, we don't want to live like this.
Yep.
You're making the problem for us, you fix it. If you don't fix it, go to the local council, go to the state government, go to the federal government and say, we're not prepared to live like this anymore and put up with this. Because certainly with social media, there's a big opportunity if you can show some things that aren't right.
That's right.
Very quickly the world gets to know.
Yeah.
You know, we saw, and I don't want to get too political here, but we saw a strip clearing operation for forests in Perak 2 weeks ago. That's a disgrace. And I certainly hope that there is going to be some big sticks whacked on that particular case.
Hopefully.
Because it's why should we live with pollution?
Yeah.
That's being caused by somebody who is making money but not taking responsibility for it. Why should we live like it? Well, there's no reason for it. So if it's impacting your life, you should be doing something about it.
That's true. And I suppose it's not only our lives that's being impacted, because it's the future generation as well. You're looking at the future generation missing out on a lot of things that we possibly have taken for granted and we've seen in our lives. And yes, we all want our kampongs to look like Matthias' kampongs. So there you go.
There you go.
We all want our kampongs to look like that. That's beautiful. All right, Malaysia. Now, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on board with your information.
Thank you.
The contact numbers and details are on the screen right now. So any one of you very interested in going green, business owners, please do call the details on the screen right now.
That's
And
right.
you can also reach GreenTech Malaysia. I believe their number is also up there.
.greentechmalaysia.my.
That's right.
And underlying message, do something with your sticks.
Use that stick to good use. All right. Now, email or website, let me just give this to you. It's www.greentechmalaysia.my. Phone number, once again, 89210990 or 0991. This is GreenTech Malaysia's number and email. Again, it's up on your screens. Malaysia, do your part in changing the environment. As Dennis mentioned, yes, there is something you can do to bring some awareness to the people around you and to the companies around you.
For you, it's a whip.
We women love our whips. All right.
We love our sticks as well.
All right, well, don't go away, Malaysia.
Yes, guys. When we come back, we're going to be talking about a new movie, I suppose.
Yes, that's right. New movie coming up, 7 Petala Cinta. 7 Petala Cinta. Oh, well, we'll see you in a bit.
Dush. Dush.